Hey guys, how's it going? You guys doing okay? I know I'm 5 days late with this episode. Okay, I'm always the last one on these anime bandwagons. When something incredible happens in anime and I'm a week behind everyone else. Life was coming at me sideways, man. I don't know what to tell you. I was trying to do me, get these videos cooking, but the world was not having it. I was doing grown man things, you know, bills, work, school. It's not like I was secretly trying to stream Street Fighter 6 without realizing it doesn't come with a window mode. So what if I want to fight Juri in some back alley in the dead of night and have her teach me her shoe size? Oh man. I mean, what other game allows me to tell Lee Chun-Li that her thighs are thicker than my grandma's oatmeal and grits on Sunday morning? I beg of you. It's not like I was planning on other content ideas that would separate me from the rest of the pack, only to then scrap them because of fear of no one watching them, so I got lost in the sauce for a while. But for real though, I'm going to try some new stuff. Eventually. But that is neither here nor there, because I have yet again been deceived. Gojo has always been loved by everyone. He's the fun uncle that lets you get away with basically anything, and is considered one of the strongest sorcerers ever to live. Basically, he's Mr. Long, Tan, and Handsome. As soon as he was even introduced, he was already being compared to other anime legends. He's been running infinite circles around everyone in the show. When he crossed up Sukuna, the main villain, on day 1 and broke his ankles, humbled Lava Man to the floor, making him look like a complete joke, landing him on a top spot of trash talk gone wrong. And of course, the age-old tradition of beating up minorities. Man's only ability is swinging around a cursed whip that his family has been braiding for years, decades, only to be completely useless against a guy using his bare hands to fight. Look, say what you want to, but this Mortal Kombat corner 32-hit combo Gojo is doing right now seems kind of personal. Essentially, he's a one-man army, basically untouchable, until today. Now, I like the fact that as a child, Gojo was considered a god-level threat, so much that Toji already had to put respect on his name. So his scheme using randos to wear down Gojo, even though Toji looks like the kind of guy that makes terrible decisions on a daily basis. I mean, the weirdo with the bag over his head that can use Shadow Clone was,
What is that bag on your head?
Why? No one except you gave me the ugly.
And this old man that gets the break speed off him so hard that he had a flashback to a better time when his dog was still alive. Like, bro. But it makes so much sense that taking down Gojo will be a battle of attrition instead of an all-out brawl. Because you can't go head-to-head with Gojo. Can't do it.
I don't think you have the facilities for that, big man.
After using his powers for days on end, not going to sleep, Gojo is tired. Gojo needs a break. Gojo needs a sandwich, and Toji isn't letting him have any of that. Toji is out looking for a body, basically turning himself into a super weapon. He had all the cheat codes, and little gremlins helped him out the entire time. It's the same that even though he doesn't have any cursed energy, stated by Gojo, he's still looking like Superman in his prime. He's using all the distractions he could possibly use to throw Gojo off his trail, long enough for him to land the finishing blow. Now, I know Gojo is alive. Obviously. God! This is some JoJo level damage we're talking about here. Where you would be dead. No, you really should be dead after this, but hey, what do I know? I'm not a doctor. So what if a giant blade goes through your jugular and some guy cuts you from stem to stern, jabbing your legs out and then stabbing you in the head, and after a while it just leaves you laying on the ground, bleeding profusely? You'll be alright. The power of youth, baby. Meanwhile, someone gets poked by a pocket knife in the side too hard and rolls over dead. Thank you. Thank you so much, Jujutsu Kaisen, for not only showing gods can bleed, but also for debating me for a second time. Not only did you get me yet again, because you showed me this energetic, upbeat intro where everyone looks happy and everything looks like a good time, making me completely forget what happened last time you showed me a good time. You knew Riko having the option to live her life happily ever after with her friends from school, with her maid of a mom, and not being assimilated into a giant ancient tree for all eternity was the most wholesome decision ever. But you played. As she's crying, thanking Gito for letting her go free, extending the hand of salvation. She gets capped in the noggin before anyone even realizes what's going on. Dreams? Gone. I mean, she could be alive, right?
No.
There's nothing quite as harrowing as someone getting shot point blank in the head in anime. Maybe because it's too close to real life, but it's just so surreal. Do you know how many times I've seen a ki blast destroy half a planet, turning some poor sap into a lava lamp? I've seen people getting their chests ran through multiple times, like it's a fashion trend or something, or disintegrating into dust. I was completely unfazed by it. But there's nothing more off-putting than someone taking out a heater and blasting, and you're just helpless to do anything. They also did a good job of not having the springboard show up, giving the surprise away. You know that little dash that shows up in the dub when someone's about to get cut off mid-sentence? But can I just say, that run back was dubious. Toji really thought he was off the hook. Thought he could kill some random girl from the sticks and walk away. Meanwhile, Gojo was outside waiting for him like, nah, we can't have that. Toji's like, are you serious? Gojo is like, for real, for real. Shows the scar on his forehead, like that explains away all his other life-threatening injuries. He does try to explain how he didn't die, how he heals himself, that he was confused before, but now it all makes sense in his mind. But the more he talks, the more it's obvious. This man is high as a kite. Whatever meds he's taking right now has put Gojo on that very thin line between a gifted genius and an absolute psychopath. He either lost his marbles, found his marbles, or both. And now he's itching for a fight with Toji in broad daylight, blood already on his shirt, and screaming at nobody?
Oh, hell no!
I would have hightailed it out of there. I could tell when the situation is not going to go my way. Seeing Gojo like this would have shook me to my very core. But I always got them Joestars on me, ready to go at a moment's notice. Toji is really trying to psych himself up after watching some kid that he thought he killed show up and be like, run your pockets, good sir. It's like, nah, I got this. I'm the man. I beat him once, I'll do it again. Alright, this is not going as he planned. Bro, where is the energy you had before you was zipping around them trees? He's like, just give me 1 second, let me warm up real quick. Meanwhile, Gojo is in a different world. Gojo is like, life is beautiful. The trees, the birds, the insects, the air I'm breathing just feels so good on my skin right now. Like, nah, Toji's done. Gojo has ascended to godhood, and he is looking at Toji like an ant. I really did think he was just going to start dancing in midair, but all he does is combine the red and the blue and hits Toji with that purple. A move that we've seen before and leaves craters in its wake.
What the? Dang. Oh, it's not good. Oh, it's looking grim. Oh, it's grim. Hey, yo. Dang. Oh, it's looking grim. Dang. Oh, it's grim.
Got him.
Fatality? Well, everyone, let's join in prayer. He tried. Surprised that he's able to die standing up even though 1/3 of his body is missing.